Hello and welcome to the Learning Crypto YouTube channel. Now, you may have noticed that meme coins have been absolutely flying over the past couple of weeks. Pepe coin, for example, did 327% in just 1 week last week. And in this video, I'm going to be going over why I think the Polkadot ecosystem will be the next to benefit from this rotation of capital. I'll be going over certain assets and what price targets I've got for each of those and the chart setups. Also, at the end of the video, I'll go over some trading specific content, including the performance of the setups I talked about in last week's video and a trade we've entered in the Learning Crypto Traders Lounge that we entered this morning. So if you're interested in trading content, stick around for that. But in the meantime, let's get into the chart. So let's move on to DOT, get onto the weekly time frame and take a look at the charts. So as you may well know, if you've been in this space for a while, certainly if you experienced the 2021 bull market, you'll know that money often rotates from certain assets to others. For example, BTC rotates into Ethereum, Ethereum rotates into alts, and then you get the rotation from certain narratives to other narratives or ecosystem to ecosystem. For example, money can rotate from the AVAX ecosystem into the Sol ecosystem to the BNB ecosystem, etc. And then in 2021, we saw that flip from narrative to narrative. So you saw money flow from gaming narrative coins to dog and meme coins into metaverse coins, etc. And even in this cycle, we've already seen the first movers such as AVAX, Chainlink, and Sol. That money has rotated into AI coins, and now we're sort of seeing we might be in the middle or towards the end of that dog and meme coin season at the moment. And I believe that the next ecosystem to benefit from this rotation of capital is going to be the DOT ecosystem. We've got the DOT 2.0 narrative coming up. Not only that, but the charts look really, really good. So speaking of which, let's get into them. So DOT on the weekly, as you can see, in fact, let's go to the monthly. You can see we broke out of this monthly range, something I talked about quite a while ago on my Polkadot videos earlier in the year and towards the end of last year. Monthly range high, $6.86. Monthly range low, $3.84. Monthly candle close above it in December. Nice little bullish retest in January, and we've been up only ever since. If we go to the weekly, we've got a strong weekly close above this weekly level of $8.96, which has been a trouble area in the past. Strong weekly candle close above, and to me, there isn't much in between here and about $16. Also, if we take a look at this fib retracement from the bottom on the 16th of October, all the way up to that most recent high in December, you see we did almost a perfect 618 retracement and then went on to a rally. That is a pattern that you're going to see play across all of the assets that we cover in this video. So Polkadot itself, as I say, we've got the Polkadot 2.0 narrative. We've got a strong looking weekly and monthly timeframe charts, and I think that money is going to start rotating into this asset and start sending the other coins in its ecosystem. If we also take a look on the 18th, the week of the 18th of December, we had this strong impulse candle. And again, that's another pattern to look out for, because when this happened in Polkadot, the other assets that we're going to go over also pumped very hard as well. So that's what I think is going to play out. Let's get into what we could possibly expect from Polkadot here to the next target of about $16. You're looking at about 60% rally, which is not too bad at all. If you're lucky, we may get a retracement down to $8.96 to retest that as support. That would be a really nice entry if you were to get it. However, I think we may just be up only from here. BTC very close to all-time highs. The altcoins are all looking really good on higher timeframes. I think the narrative is going to send things much higher very, very soon. As long as we hold above this $10 psychological level, I think we're up only. Let's get into some of the other assets that I want to talk about. So BNC, again, 18th of December, you can see that strong weekly candle that we had on DOT being mirrored on BNC. And you can see that was actually the breakout of this weekly range. Again, something I talked about on a previous video covering Polkadot parachains. Nice breakout from this range. And again, if we take a look at a fib, from the bottom to that recent rally we had at the top of the 18th of December, you can see perfect 618 retracement down to 43 cents, almost retesting that weekly range high, and then away we went. So same as DOT, 18th of December, big rally, 618 retracement, and now we're going again. Let's take a look at some potential price targets for BNC. So from here up to the next weekly level, about 50% gain up to $1.23. You see that was the top of this rally in April 2022. And then beyond there, we've got the next weekly level at about $1.82. Again, this was the top of this rally back on December 2021. If we zoom out, there is much further to go for Bifrost BNC. However, whether we get back up to these highs, we'll have to wait and see. But if we were to get back up to that high of around $5 or $6, that's a 640% gain. That's where we were in November 2021. Who knows? But the risk reward is certainly there, looking really good and strong on these higher timeframes. And as I say, if DOT runs, then I'm sure BNC is going to run with it. Let's get on to Moon River. Now, no, technically this is a KSM parachain. However, once again, it's the same pattern. 18th of December, big impulse, huge gain actually on Moon River compared to the others. Check that, that's a 550% run on that one single weekly candle. If we then do a fib from the bottom to the top, again, you can see a nice perfect 618 retracement on there. And again, holding above a key weekly level here at $20. So a rally from here up to that next weekly level of resistance where we got to back in December is still a 73% gain. If we zoom out, we've got another price target above there. These highs at $89, which was the high of the March-April 2022 rally. That is a 200, just shy of a 250% gain. And then as we know, the all-time highs are all the way up into the $400-500. Whether we get up there, again, remains to be seen. We'll have to wait and see. But if we were to get up there, you're talking about a huge return, 1,500%. So yeah, again, risk reward looks fantastic. Easy invalidation on this one as well. It's just a weekly close back below $20, which has been holding as solid support ever since we closed above it. And then finally, let's get on to Moonbeam Glimmer. We'll have to move to the log chart, but again, it is the exact same setup. So 18th of December, that's when we had the big impulse. If we do a fib from the bottom to the top, again, you can see that nice clean 618 retracement held that level of support for several weeks, and now we're looking to try and break out of this range. Weekly range high 55 cents, range low of 31.5 cents. Again, if we break out of here, next weekly price target is 85 cents. That is still a 65% gain. Next one is this weekly level up at $1.44. That is a 180% gain. And once again, if we get above $2, which is this level just here, then I think the floodgates really open, because from $2, in fact, let's just take a look at what return to $2 is. That's a 300% gain in itself. And then from there, if we can break above $2.20 on the weekly time frame, the next big level of resistance is all the way up at $6, which is from there 167% alone. But from here, from today's prices, a 1000% gain. So once again, the risk reward is really, really high on all of these pairs. All these setups look great on the higher time frames. As I say, if that capital rotation does start moving into Polkadot because of the Polkadot 2.0 narrative, then I think all of these coins are going to benefit, as we've seen from that 18th of December weekly candle on Polkadot. That money then flowed into these other coins as well. So let's move on to what I talked about last week. So I'll link the video of last week in the video before, but essentially it was about ranges, higher time frame setups, similar to what we've covered today. Let's move back onto the regular chart. So I talked about Sol USDT and how we'd been ranging many months before we break out and how powerful that breakout was. And I basically said that looking at the same setup for Phantom and Doge. Let's take a look at this. So talked about it before we broke out. We were down here about sort of 40-50 cents. And as you can see, that breakout has started and looking very strong. Doge as well, as you can see, real strong breakout and looking to continue. In terms of intraday trades, so this was the trade I entered on the Learning Crypto Traders Lounge. If you want to check that out, go to our website, learningcrypto.co.uk, or follow the link in the description below. Basically, Traders Lounge dedicated to trading, live streams, videos, tutorials, courses, and of course, live trade setups on Discord. But essentially, this is the one I dropped into Discord this morning. If we go to the 4 hour, and as you can see, drew up a fib from this liquidation spike down here on the Sunday up to the highs of 75 cents, found the 382, and because it's such a strong trend, usually you don't get much of a further retracement than the 382. Deeper retracements usually mean a weaker trend, but as we can see, strong breakout from the weekly time frame. Even on the daily, looks really, really strong. We've had that impulse, so nice little pullback. We've pulled back about 13, 14, 15%, hit the 382, and I think this is a really good risk reward play. TP1 up here at about 68.5 cents, where we've got these previous resistance. If we've dropped to the 1 hour, you can see that a bit more clearly. And then TP2 up here at the previous highs of 75 cents. So as I say, if you're interested in trading, check out our website, learningcrypto.co.uk, follow the link below. And yeah, hope to see you in there. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, drop a comment in the comment section below. Do you think Polkadot is next to move? What coins have you invested in the Polkadot ecosystem? And what price targets are you looking for? So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.